Hello buddy, it's me, GameGuardian, and today I'm gonna do the first ever question and answers video where I answer your extremely interesting and sometimes extremely funny comments that you guys leave underneath of my videos. This is gonna be a test to see if you guys like this kind of video, this kind of long form content. I will be able to go more in depth with all the answers I give, talk about stuff that I wouldn't usually be able to talk about because the videos have to be as short as possible and as entertaining as possible. Here it's gonna be more toned down, more chill. So if you guys like the format, give it a like, leave the comments down below if you have any questions for the next episode, if it ever happens, and subscribe to the channel. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Now, here is someone saying, Super Jay-Z Tuber, make it 1 trillion trillions to make it unlimited money. Well, actually, that's not the best idea, since there are different value types. So, for example, on PC you have 4-byte or 8-byte, or on mobile you have double and simple values and so on. You're not going to want to change it to a number that's too long, like if you're memory editing, for example, because it might be too high for that particular value type and you never know what's going to happen. Then either it's going to throw up an error or it's going to turn negative, which you don't want. So generally 9 nines is going to be the magic number. So 999999999. You'll see me change values to that a billion times in my videos. So that is just objectively false, but I still like you. And your question got answered in the video. So there you go. Please hack Magic Monster Land. Well, so there's a bunch of stuff about that question that I could get into. First of all, YouTube doesn't really let us make individual videos about individual games and how to cheat in those, or rather, the people that publish the games don't like that and they'll copyright strike your video and your channel is gone. So that's not really something I can do. That's why I usually use very small and unknown games in my tutorials, because they're very unlikely to come after you. So Magic Monster Land. Let's just have a look at Magic Monster Land. What kind of app are we looking at? Now, when it comes to, of course, this is a mobile game. It has 50k downloads. So here's the deal about that. Now, this is a very, very small game, and making mods, especially for, mobile games, or let's say also online games especially, it's a lot of work and there is no one way to do it. Like if you've seen me modify APKs on this channel, there's a bunch of tutorials on that, by the way, using different tools. For every single game there is a different approach that you take, different files you must edit. And these mods generally only get made if there is a huge demand for a particular game. And I can tell you that 50k downloads is not enough downloads for anybody to care to make a mod about this game. Maybe it's more popular on iOS. Maybe it doesn't even exist on iOS. I'm not sure. Let's go have a look. I don't see any. I don't see it on iOS. So it's only Android. It's only 50k downloads. I'm gonna guarantee that nobody made a mod for this. Let's just go to HackerBot Hack Finder and let's see Magic Monster Land. And actually something exists on Platin Mods, but it's probably just it's a request thread. So no. It would seem that cheats for this game simply do not exist because this game is simply not popular enough. And I'm so glad to be able to talk about these things because it's these kinds of nuances that I do not get to cover in my usual videos. Of course, a game has to be big enough for people to look for mods in great numbers, for people to be able to make money off of creating mods for said game. And 50k downloads is just not, nobody's gonna care to make a mod about that. At least not a real one. I'm sure if you Google it on, you'll still find some fakes out there, I'm sure. Yeah, see, there you go. Of course, there's fake ones out there. I mean, you can try to do this, like they didn't even bother to put any fake features in this one. Yeah, you're gonna download this. It's gonna be the stock game if you're lucky. If you're unlucky, it's gonna be malware. Who knows? So please don't use Google to download your mods and cheats. It's not very safe. So that's why we have HackFinder at acrobat.net, so that you can actually browse safe sites and legitimate cheating websites for the mods that you're looking for, or the whatever game hacks and so on. So let's go to the next one. Sir, your question has been answered. And there you go. So, and then of course, Tank Arena Steel Battle. Okay. We're not going to do too many of these because, of course, I do get that question a lot. Let's have a look. Tank Arena Steel Battle. Tank Arena Steel Battle. It has 500k downloads. More likely for there to be mods. Let's go to hackerbot.net real quick. Tank Arena Steel Battle. Yeah, there may be legitimate mods for that one. Yeah, unlimited coins. It seems to be a single player game. That's just a small evaluation from my point. Let's just put it into Google real quick and have a look. Is it an online multiplayer game? No, it looks like that might be single player. May have a multiplayer component, but yes, it's very likely that there may be legitimate mods for that one, as it is an offline single player game by the looks of it. Okay, I would have to play it and turn off the internet to find out. Of course, if you guys don't know why it's so relevant that a game is online or offline, go to HackerBot Wiki and you'll find, for example, under Money Hacks, you'll find the explanation why online or offline makes a huge difference. Of course, online games do process their game values, the vital ones, like your gems or your gold and so on the game servers, which means you cannot modify them using local client-side tools, as these things are processed on the game servers. So, next question. Actually, I need to paste my paste-a-rooney answer right here. Let's go. Your question was answered, sir. I hope you are very pleased with that. So, let's please, again, this is the one. Oh, here is Español. No hablo Español. I'm sorry, I do not speak Spanish, but I do still like you. And by the way, I like you too, and I liked your question as well. Always important to make sure to let people know that they ask good questions. So, would this work on Android 13 in reference to Cheat Engine APK? No, it won't. Sadly enough, Cheat Engine APK is pretty old at this point, and with the latest Android devices, it seems to always get more difficult to use it. But there is always GameGuardian. Of course, it's just better in every respect. I just covered Cheat Engine APK because it's still one of the game cheating apps out there, and I'm a game cheating channel, so that's what we do. What are root? Oh, good sir, yeah. So a root, okay, for those of you who don't know, a root means you are the administrator of your own Android device. So you're the root user. So root just means root. You are the administrator, basically. And by default, on Android and iOS, you're not the administrator. Kind of Google and Apple are. And there are apps by default that have root access, but they're system apps, and you don't really get to mess with a lot of stuff. There's something called the walled garden, which means that normal apps, such as a game or a tool that you download, is only able to do certain things and not everything. Like on my computer right here, on my PC, any app can do anything, whatever it wants. Like I can run an app that will absolutely ruin my computer, will delete all the files from every drive and uninstall Windows. I'm allowed to do that. But on Android, you are not allowed to do that. If you try to do that, it's not going to be possible because there is a walled garden. Every single app has very limited permissions as to what it can do. Now, a root gets around that and allows apps to, have administrator access to your device. In my opinion, there should be it should be integrated in the Android system. Everybody should be trusted to know what they're doing. But obviously that's not the route they chose. Your question, sir, has been answered. It just means you can treat your Android device like a normal computer, where you own the computer and you can do anything with it that you want. And it's a very dangerous process that can potentially brick your device, because the Android OS is just not being made to be rooted, sadly enough. And all the updates that you will receive in future for your Android device are under the assumption that your device is not rooted. So I generally recommend against rooting your physical Android device and using an emulator instead, which can be easily rooted using some very simple settings. Here I have my root in Nox emulator, so that one is highly recommended. That's the one I use most of the time at this point. Although there are good other alternatives like BlueStacks or LD Player, also very good in my opinion. Mimu as well. So. But why is the GameGuardian not running after new updates? I'm sorry, I don't exactly know. So generally, GameGuardian is one of the game cheating apps for Android that is very compatible with a lot of devices. Like, for example, stuff like Virtual Space, not as compatible. Other game cheating apps, not as compatible. It's kind of a hit or a miss whether it's gonna run on a particular device, but since GameGuardian is still being updated regularly and they make sure it works with as many devices as possible, this is generally not a huge issue, but there may be other stuff going on. There's automatic antivirus software and so on that may have false positives. GameGuardian itself is clean, but you never know what a particular antivirus program will think about it. For example, Cheat Engine on PC, same deal. Some antivirus detects it as a virus, but it's not. It's definitely not a virus, but you know, there's false positives all over the place. So, how about online games with currencies that are obtained via in-game quests or activities similar to common gold coins? Is there a way around for those to be hacked? Well, so let's talk about online game currencies once more. Again, as I always point out, your unlimited monies and unlimited gems in your favorite online games will most likely not be possible. Although, if you ask Google, this is still gonna, of course, work. If you Google any popular online game, the most famous, of course, is Clash of Clans hack. You will be greeted with unlimited everything, although Clash of Clans is one of the most server-sided games out there. Again, if you don't know what server-sided means, go to the HackerBot wiki and then go to server and client. So basically, Clash of Clans is only processed server-side, no client-side processing whatsoever. Well, not whatsoever, the graphics are processed client-side, but that's basically it. So unlimited money in that game, well, good luck. Yeah, so Google will still tell you that these things exist, but they don't really exist. And if you believe what Google is telling you, you will get scammed really, really hard. So please don't. So if these cheats are possible in a particular game, so there's no 100% rule to this. Let's say, you know, let's look at some popular apps. For example, Stubling Guys. I can guarantee you guys, this game has 100 million downloads. This game is making tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars a year. This game will process its values on the game servers. 100%. There's no question about it. You're not gonna get unlimited gems in this game ever. Using any kind of tool. It's not going to happen outside of very rare exploits. So there you go. Now, for this it depends on the game, right? If it's a small upstart game, let's say, even if it's an online game, it has like 50k downloads like we've seen before, or maybe even 500k downloads, it's still questionable, you know. Usually they still process, if they have any kind of online component whatsoever, they will process their gems on the game servers, because it's just logical. If you have a game server anyways and you need to pay for that stuff, you're gonna process your gems on that so that people can't get them for free, so that they have to pay you to get them. So you make money. So if you have any business sense whatsoever, as soon as your game has any kind of online component, you move your gems to that online component. As to the question whether other currencies are also processed server side, Generally, I would say yes. If they're not, then it's a question of time. You can always try to cheat these currencies, of course. That is always a possibility. Do keep in mind, some games may automatically ban you if you try to do that. So maybe what I would do, what is 100% safe, is use an alternative account, use an emulator, maybe even a VPN on top of that, and then do it and see what happens. And if it works, then do it on your main account. And yeah, that's basically it. That's 100% safe. That's not going to do anything to your device. It's not going to get your account banned if you do it on an alternative account first. And if you use a VPN, they're not going to know that it was you. So there you go. That's what I recommend for that. Of course, not easy, but yeah, use GameGuardian, use any kind of data editing app like Hack App Data or Cheatroid or whatever you want to use. Like, you use an APK modding tool to mod it into the APK itself. You can always try to do these things. Now, there is no 100% answer to this. It depends on the game. That's basically the answer. It depends on the game. Try and find out how your game processes these values. Now, or you could ask the developers, hey, boys, I'm trying to cheat in your game. Tell me, are these values processed on the server or on the client? I'm just asking for a friend, you know, it's not for me, of course. Anyways, guys. I'm just asking for a friend. Like he would really like to know if these gems are processed on the server or on the client. Yeah. So, anyways, Virtual Space and the others are not working for me. What can I do? So, yeah, the Virtual Space. Okay, so Virtual Space, as some of you guys may know, it allows you to do root things without a root. It's a virtual environment app for Android. It's not working for some people. Yes, that is a very well-known issue. There's a new version of Virtual Space out there. I'm gonna do an updated video on some of the tools, especially GameGuardian, with the new version that should be more compatible with more devices. However, so far I've never ever seen a virtual environment app that works on every device. It's even for me, it's a hit and a miss. Some emulators it works on, some of them it doesn't. Some games it works on, and some of it doesn't. It's just it's very hit and miss. I'm sure in the future we will have more reliable tools available, but at the moment you just need to try every single one and see if any of them work. That's the sad reality at the moment. So, Sky Warriors, please do a tutorial on Sky Warriors. Again, I cannot do videos on individual games unless I want to. I could just, take my account and set it on fire and burn it. That's basically what I would be doing. That's why you don't see big channels doing tutorials on individual games. Because, yeah, your account is going to be gone. So, there you go. I can't do that. I had a little confusion. Okay, this is okay. A 4K camera quality, actually no. Yes, I think this camera can do 4K, but I'm not having it set to 4K because I don't know. I'm just old school. Like, why would you have to see every little blemish on my skin? I don't know, man. I don't get that. I don't get that. Like, we don't need to be that close to each other, do we? So, W, man, I'm here for Forza. Okay. That's cool, man. Forza, it's the racing game, right? Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Episode Interactive, again, bro. I don't know Episode Interactive. That doesn't even sound like a game, honestly. Let's just have a look what Episode Interactive is. Episode Interactive, it's apparently a game on Android. It exists. Yeah, 100 million. Wow, that is what? I didn't even know anything about this. Episode, choose your story. Oh, yeah, that is interesting. 100 million downloads. Where did they get those downloads, and how didn't I know about this game? I don't. Okay. So it seems to be like a girl game of sorts. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, so it looks like an adventure type, story type, virtual novel type game. Are there gems? Tell me more about it, because I don't really see much from the pictures here that could be cheated. So I'm not 100% sure about that one. But I'm sure if it's an offline game, it can absolutely be modded. So yeah, there you go. Let's do this. Oh, I need to copy and paste my answer, of course, because yeah, there you go. Reply. Thank you, Sa, for your question. Hey dear, you Hawk Timpy again, bro. I do like your question, but we have no Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese. Pena que no ten legends en Portuguese. No hablo Portuguese. And I know that was Spanish. Do you does it worked on Roblox? Well, Roblox, of course, one of the most popular games out there. Roblox. Well, Roblox is a very complex issue because it exists on, as far as I know, Android, iOS, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Maybe it's even on the Nintendo Wii at this point. Nintendo, I don't know. The Switch, it's everywhere. So it depends. Roblox on PC, yeah, there are a lot of cheats out there. It's gonna be shady downloading them sometimes. Android, less shady to download. They do exist as well. They're not quite as powerful as on PC. And iOS, yeah, they do exist as well. It's an extremely popular game, of course. Roblox, like that's the kind of game where a lot of cheats exist. Like if let's just Google Roblox on Android, you will see the numbers of installs. That this will be in the 500 million installs or downloads. So yeah, there is demand for cheats in this particular game, of course. And that's why they exist. So there are actual legitimate cheats out there. Again, the stuff you'll find on Google, it will be mostly trash. But if you have, for example, the latest version number of the game, which is actually kind of annoying that they don't publish the version change history anymore on Play Store, but you're going to find legitimate mods for that one. So if you go to Hack Finder, let's just go for Roblox Android APK mod. What will we find? Yeah, and then you need to extract the correct version number from your app by going to the app settings and having a look at the version number. Enter that version number up here, whatever it is, what is it, 2.590. And then you'll be able to find legitimate mod menus for that particular game. Absolutely, it's one of the biggest ones out there. A lot of people looking for it, a lot of people developing for it. Therefore, it does absolutely exist. So yes, Roblox, yes, that is out there. Absolutely. You can use HackFinder on hackerpad.net to find those. Please, can you hack top 11 again? As far as I know, online game. It's gonna be difficult. Top 11, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's one of those games that can be botted, but there will not be a lot of other stuff that you can do as far as I know. However, it's always good to get into how to use bots. If you go to hackerpad.net, if you go to tutorials, you'll find our bot tutorial. Where is it? Bots. How to create game bots. That's going to be your best bet for top 11 as far as I remember. Okay, there may also be mods out there for that, but they may not be extremely powerful. It depends, I guess. So, see functional 100%. Thank you, sir. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Why is GG not installing on my phone on unknown format? I've never heard of that issue before. Unknown format, I would have to ask you where you downloaded it, but just if you download it, be sure to use the version that you'll find on hackerbot.net. If you go to our tutorials, if you go to the GameGuardian tutorial, and just use the download link right here, a legitimate version of GameGuardian. Again, if you use Google, you may get weird ads from weird people, and you may get weird download links, and yeah, all kinds of things can happen. So, blah, blah, blah. Can you make a tutorial on Dragon Ball Legends? Yes. Dragon Ball Legends, a lot of mods are out there. They're working. You'll find them on HackFinder at hackerbot.net. If you don't know how to get to hackerbot.net, all you have to do is either Google Hackerbot or Game Hacks. Go to hackerbot.net and then go to download cheats, get hacks, and go to our HackFinder. There you go. You'll find Dragon Ball Legends mods, also two again. bots will also be very useful in that particular one as well. As for, actually Dragon Ball Legends bots will work as well. And that's in our tutorial section. So, please do stumble guys, unlimited gems and tokens. Well, I already answered that question in this video already by accident, but I did. It's one of the big games. You will not be able to get unlimited gems and tokens. Forget about it. Absolutely. Server-side processing. No, absolutely no chance of you getting unlimited ones of those outside of very rare exploits. If you don't know what an exploit is, there is exploits are here on our game cheating wiki on hackerbad.net. You can read about those. You can try to find one. It's going to be unlikely that you will, but you can try. There's also a tutorial under tutorials on how to find exploits as well. Could literally do this through Google, so I don't see the point. So that's in answer to our hack finder tool. So he is saying that it is absolutely useless and it doesn't do anything that Google will not do. Well, okay, I mean, you are welcome to just go Clash of Clans hack and download any of these unlimited everything cheats. And I mean, you'll be happy. I'm sure you will not get scammed ever, and you will exactly get unlimited gems and gold and everything else and a free girlfriend on top. There you go. So you don't need the tool. I love your post. Good stuff. Helpful. Thank you. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thanks. Love heart. Thank you for the positivity. Yes, it's always good to have positive comments. It makes me feel warm inside. In this cold world, why can't I open a game in virtual space? Again, already answered that one. Virtual space is hit and miss. We'll get better software in the future, I'm sure. Does it work on high-rise virtual metaverse? Oh, yeah, I have no idea what high-rise virtual metaverse is. Let's have a look at what high-rise virtual metaverse that sounds very Zuckerbergian. 10 million downloads? How? What is this? Like a virtual chat kind of game, virtual reality chat? I'm not sure what this is. So it sounds very online. Create your own character, chat with virtual people. Oh, it's not even real people. Oh, you're not chatting with real people. You're chatting with virtual people. So it's kind of one of those virtual novel. Bro, I'm not 100% sure. So if this is an online thing or an offline thing, if it's offline, yes, it'll work. If it's online, unlikely, but you can still try using tools like GameGuardian or cheat engine. You can also use through emulators. There's a tutorial on that on my channel as well. So the only way to find out really is to try with a lot of these things, especially if there is no precedent set. Party. Yes, party. I want to use your method to mod betting APK for 999999999 coins and all VIP section visible to do blah blah blah. So this seems to be some kind of betting game. These will usually be online games. There are very few of those that are not online, that will not keep their coins online. Those can be cheated using, I wouldn't use APK modding. You commented on my APK modding tutorial. That's not the primary way I would try to do that. GameGuardian is a much better option when it comes to that. Of course, GameGuardian will generally require a root, but it's a lot easier to figure out whether a game is processing its money values offline or online. Simply scan for the value. There's a GameGuardian tutorial, cheat engine. Well, cheat engine also works, but you'd have to do it through an emulator like Nox, for example. That's the easiest way to figure out if this stuff is processed offline or online. But follow my GameGuardian tutorial on this channel and you will be able to figure out what's what. Generally, if you just put your phone in offline mode, the game doesn't work. You will not be able to get unlimited coins in that game again. Oh yeah, that was unexpected. Oh, that's in reference to my weird search engine queries that I sometimes have. Yeah. You are right, sir. Yes, I sometimes look for weird Google stuff, and you guys see it in my videos. That's too bad. But let's see. I love your personality, how you present yourself, topics, blah blah. Thank you. So nice of you. Aw, thanks. I do love the video though. Thank you very much. Oh, the editing is quite choppy and it makes it feel low quality. I'm so sorry. So this video is the solution to your request because there is absolutely no editing in this one. So it can't be choppy at all. There you go. Hi, I need your help. Hey, yes, yes. Thank you. Yes, you do need my help. We all need help. That's why this channel exists. But you know, you can't really help people for free. Like if I helped everybody that asked me for help underneath the videos, I would be doing a whole lot of work for free. So yeah, can you hack forward chess? Please reply. Yeah, well, it depends. Again, online, offline game. If it's online, if it works without the internet, then it's offline. Then you can cheat it. There you go. Do you know any working hacks or mods for zombie waves? Again, same answer. So there you go. I started away for me to use cheat engine to hack my phone game itself. Yes, there is. Yes, there is absolutely. Follow the tutorial. You're watching. This is literally the tutorial that you would watch in order to find out how to use cheat engine on your mobile games. So the answer is in the video you just watched. There you go. Mobile Legend, please. Yes, Mobile Legend. You can yeah, it's on hackerbot.net. Go check out the mods. There are legitimate ones for that one. Bots are also extremely powerful in that one as well. And then of course, yeah, I think we are running out of interesting questions at this point. Hey, can you help me? It keeps saying data error, repair complete. Again, I can't troubleshoot all of the tools I feature on this channel. Not all of them are gonna work for everyone. The thing about these tools is Google, or Apple for that matter, they don't really allow developers of these tools to monetize them. So ideally, people would be able to publish these tools on the Play Store and on the App Store, and they would be able to charge maybe for a pro version of the tool, but they don't allow developers to do that. If they want to monetize, they have to find their own ways, which a lot of the time will lead to people, they create a tool at one point in their life, and then they move on to bigger and better things where they actually get paid, and then the tool falls out of date and it's not updated to be compatible with all the devices out there. So the tools that we use will change over time. One notable exception, for example, are Cheat Engine and GameGuardian, but most of the other tools are going to change over time. Because there's just no reliable way for developers to make a living off of these tools, which is extremely sad, and it leads to a situation where we don't have the quality of tools that we would like to have when it comes to game cheating. As to Lucky Patcher, his phone is saying that it's a virus. So no, Lucky Patcher is not a virus. In general, however, if you just Google Lucky Patcher, there is not only legitimate downloads that you will get, like even the official website of Lucky Patcher kind of seems like a virus at times. So what I recommend you do is you go to HackerBot, to our tutorial on Lucky Patcher. You'll find it under tutorials under Android, and you'll find the Lucky Patcher tutorial. You'll find a good download of the app there. That should not have an actual virus in there, will not have an actual virus in there. And if it's a legitimate download and your phone is still complaining, I can't really help you with that. I would say turn off your antivirus. It's a false positive. It's not actually a virus. It's not. The website of Lucky Patcher is a little bit sus. They have weird ads on there, but that's basically it. That's any. Oh, he did say Chacarino. Yes, yes. So that's YouTube these days. You can't say anything, you know, all the bad words that will get you instantly demonetized. I probably used a bunch of them in this video as well. But yeah, I do sometimes try to get around saying the jack word, the game jack word, but with not so much success, because it's not in my nature to censor my language as I speak. So yeah, that's basically it. I think yeah, we have a lot of the same questions. Love you so much. Hey, bro, love you too. Love you too. Love you too. So that's it for the question and answer session this week. Please leave very interesting questions, such as these ones, of course, down below in the video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video to help me do more of these in the future. And yeah, I hope this helps you get a little bit more of an insight into the world of game cheating, all the questions that are out there, all the misunderstandings, and I hope to have cleared some of them up. I hope this video is not too long. For those of you who have stuck around to the end, I thank you very much. I hope that has been entertaining to you guys, and you guys didn't fall asleep too early in the video. If you fell asleep, hey, it's time to wake up. Anyways, guys, that's it from me. I'll see you guys next time. GameGuardian.